Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. I am Starco Gaming, and guys, today in this video we will talk about the latest original characters added in Marvel Future Fight, Crescent. Crescent is a paywall characters, guys. You need to get the BO sub to get her. Although they are actually from the pre-registration event, everybody got 10 biometrics for her. Plus, with the event battle going on right now for her, you can actually get her to rank up to 6 stars mixed with the rank up ticket. Plus the free biometrics we get, pretty much you can get her maybe 6 stars, gear 17, 18, maybe 19 if you're really lucky. But most likely, unless you are a lot of shit luck, well, good shit in your pants, good luck, you're going to be able to get her to tier 2. Other than that, you need the BO subs to get her to tier 2. So the first question that we need to answer ourselves, guys, well, two questions. We have the question as free-to-play player, is she's worth at tier 1, and there's a question as pay-to-play players that's going to buy the BO sub, is she's worth actually recruiting to tier 2 with the BO sub. So free-to-play players, tier 1, you can get her to tier 1, 6 stars, 6 mastery. Go for it for one unique reason, guys. Her leadership is actually going to give her give you team here, apply to combat type characters, 60% increase of physical attack. So this is a very good leadership. It's pretty much heaven on the line with She-Hulk leadership for combat male or combat and the regular combat against battle extreme and the female combat alliance battle extreme, and also very good for World Boss Ultimate as leadership. So this is a very good leadership. But the next question is it worth to pay $9 just to get a leadership? Honestly, since the She-Hulk leadership is pretty event, the only thing you will want that leadership for to pay for it is actually for World Boss Ultimate. But do we really need a new leadership for World Boss Ultimate to have 5 teams that can kill World Boss Ultimate? I don't think it's worth it. So yes, if you have the BO subs going on and you get her to tier 1, 6 stars, okay, that's fine. But if you want to buy a BO sub for her, I will not recommend it for that, because other than that, this character it's not meta characters for anything else. World Boss Ultimate by herself, well, with a good team, stage 25, maybe 28 maximum, maybe even 30 at the maximum is pretty much the highest you're gonna go. In every other game mode, she's going to be lacking damage or survivability. You're gonna see in the gameplay section, guys, we played her in the World Boss Ultimate. She fairly did good, but most of the damage actually came from the strikers. We tried her in the autoplay story mode, which was totally fine. Story mode is so easy nowadays that it's okay. Then we tried her against a 3 PvP team, well, timeline battle in an autoplay, so we can actually have an idea of how she's going to perform in Alien Conquest. So I fought 3 different teams, and she's really underperforming in PvP. So even though she has great survivability, the timeline battle is just not working out for her. So if timeline battle on autoplay is not working out, I highly doubt that Alien Conquest is going to be working out either. But although, if you guys have a different experience in Alien Conquest and you want to share in the comment section, feel free to share it. So guys, most likely this characters is going to be a leadership characters and a Shadowland characters, and that is pretty much it. That's where she's going to be standing. But her leadership, like I said, is very good. If you can get her to 6 stars without paying a dime, go for it. It's totally worth it in my opinion. Next, guys, we're gonna go through, well, what she has to offer in matter of skills, with the build we're actually going to be running, what is actually optimal for her as ISO set, custom gear, and all that kind of stuff. So First, let's start with the way we build her with the scout. 50% cooldown duration, 41% your defense. You do not actually need maxing your defense with her. You'll see when we go through skills. Critical damage 150%, critical rate 32%, attack speed 122%, and physical attack is actually quite high with her leadership, almost 24,000. Almost 24,000. She also has the leadership skills, which mean that the tier 2 passive from White Fox can actually work on her. So 60% leadership plus 60% from White Fox plus 45% from Coulson plus the guaranteed critical rate from Coulson could actually make her kind of strong. But you know, you need to put all your eggs in the same basket to make her to be able to be viable in a World Boss Ultimate stage 30 plus. I don't believe she's going to be able to do any good damage in Islands Battle Extreme Female Day. She's been a disappointment in damage output in the World Boss Ultimates. I don't see that happening, to be honest. Next, if we move to the gear, she has no hero right now. She is level 60, gear 20, so obviously at level 70, gear 25, full hero, she will do a lot better than we did right now, but me and my friend I'm using the account right now, we just don't feel that it's actually worth doing. And if we look at Iso, we're gonna finish with the skills at the end. Iso, we are running with Overdrive here. It's pretty much the best Iso set for her offensively. If you go defensively, because she has a big healing, I will actually recommend going with a max HP Obelisk with the invincible on it. That will be what I will recommend, or a CTP of I think it's Refinement, the one that has max HP and heal you back. I think those are the two best custom gears. So defensively, so I will go with Drastic Density Enhancement to go with that if you decide to build her defensively, guys. So custom gear, again, offensively you want to go damage as much as possible, critical damage with Frost. You'll be able to pull some decent World Boss Ultimates. Like I said, with the full build you can plan 30 plus on at least 2 days, Carvis and Proxima. If you build her defensively, like I just said, the Obelisk, CTP Refinement, either max HP Invincibility, yeah, at least max HP Invincibility is pretty much the only option here, or immunity to guard break with Invincibility. So that's the custom gear, that's the Iso set. Now we're going to go through the skills. We already showed leadership, but let's talk about it again. Moon Blessing applied to combat type characters, 60% increase of physical attack. This is the best physical attack leadership in the game. It's pretty much even with the She-Hulk leadership with Uniform 2. If we look at her tier 2 passive here, applied to 7 characters, super armor, all defense plus 5%, increase all attack by 10%, all speed by 10%, critical rate by 10%, and remove incapacitation. Applied to self, super armor. Here we got super armor, which is why I did not really push for the immunity to guard break in for a defensive build, guys, because yes, you can pierce through the super armor, but still she has it, very useful. All defense plus 5%, 35% increase of physical attack, which is why she has a lot of physical attack, and 30% increase to all attack and defense of summon characters. So that's the tier 2 passive, very big tier 2 passive, a lot of stuff in it. The tier 1 passive applied to self, summon and legend with 100% of the summoner stat. So if your character is not, I think it's 4 stars, you will not get the summon. So you really need to get her to 4 stars to get the summon, and if your summon die every 3 seconds it will respawn. Now if we go with the skills, first skills, got a stun plus immunity to all damage for 1 second. It's a good way, a good skill to actually get close to your enemy too. If you want to get close to pop your second skills and get that accumulation of damage, well, that's a good way to do it. Then the second skill we're talking about, Moon Talent applied to self, accumulate 150% of true damage regardless of defense and dodge rate stat. The total true damage accumulated cannot exceed 15% of HP, which is why building with HP, sorry guys, can actually be very resourceful. Increase attack by 15% for each 1% damage taken, so that can boost a lot too, depending on the amount of damage you're going to be taking. And the rest is just physical attack and additional damage. So very good skill. The third skill we have Guardian Strike. Apply to enemies, decrease all speed by 10%. Apply to self, guard against 6 hits for 1 second, only 1 second, kind of sucks. 100% chance for immunity to all damage, only 1 second again. So while you're using that skill, pretty much you're not going to take hits, but once the skill is over, you better get the fuck out of it, or fuck out of there, or you're going to die or get hurt really bad. Then we got the fourth skill. The fourth skill is actually the best skill. It is the best skill, guys. It will reflect damage, and that's actually where you want to have your damage brush. So apply to enemies, fracture 10 seconds, actually reduce the defense of the target. Deal 35% bleed damage every 1 second, stun 3 seconds. Apply to self, guards against 6 hits for 2 seconds this time instead of the one from the other skills, and reflect 100% of physical damage received up to 150% of max attack. So that skill can actually, if AI actually use that skill, can actually be a little bit useful in Alien Conquest, but not that much since it only lasts 2 seconds. Then some physical attack and additional damage again. Then we got a fifth skill. Fifth skill is the big skill. Apply to enemies, well, Temple Guardian, apply to enemies stunned for 3 seconds. Again, the stun, which is why I said she's going to be very good for Shadowland, because she get a lot of crowd control, she get a lot of survivability. So for Shadowland, she's going to be pretty good, but don't think about the latest stage, like stage 29, stage 27. She just does not add damage to get through those stages. Okay, so next, apply to self 10% in your defense, which is why you don't actually need a max in your defense, because if you use that skill on cooldown, your in your defense will be your in your defense buff will be up at all time. In your target dodge rate by 100%, 8 seconds, so you don't actually need in your dodge under. Also, if you want to do wall bustle to meet Carver's Glaive, you can go in with 5 offensive strikers, which actually give you a little edge to be able to clear later stages like 30 plus very easy. So you can bring your top striker in the game, and your strikers are going to be doing all the damage, you a little bit still. 80% chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincible effect, which is actually can be quite useful in PvP, but the fact that she doesn't get to use her skills much in PvP, she get killed very fast, it's against her here. A critical rate increased by 30%, so basically that tells you that your critical rate cap on her is going to be 45%. 10% recovery on max HP, and while you're charging this skill, the max HP just redo itself and itself, so you're like 10% HP left, you're gonna hold that 5th skill down and you can get back to 100 HP very fast. But AI is not going to play it like that. AI is going to play it stupidly like most characters. You get invincible for 4 seconds. You also get 25% increase of all attack for 8 seconds. So if you pop him on cooldown, it will always be up, which is another reason why offensive Iso set will not be the best honor, because if you are awakened, that skill will override the buff from your Iso set. So you just want to go with the defensive Iso set is going to be better, unless you have Iso set of 20 stage 6 bonus and you did not get your buff from that 5th skill and you need your Iso set plus, and it's good. Other than that, it is not going to be very good. So I'll just have to say that drastic density enhancement and binary power could be the optimal result set for her. Then we got some physical damage and some additional physical damage here. Tapping and holding the skill icon will charge the skill, and release it will commence the attack pretty much. And when the release happens, that's where the cooldown starts on the skill too. So you want to charge it till all your buff pop, all your healing is up high enough. You know, if you need extra healing, you hold it longer, and then you just release. Then you do as much damage as you can with your accumulate damage from your 2nd skills and your plus on 4th skill if you got a damage plus. So that's pretty much how you want to play her. She is Our skill animation is what it's lacking, I think. If the 5th skill, when you charge in, to do some external damage to trigger your pros, I think that will actually fix what's wrong with her in as a whole character. You know, not as a leadership, but as a whole character. I think just adding, you know, like the tier 3 skills from Captain America, not that strong, but you know, just a little bit of damage that can actually trigger your pros. I think, and having that pros with a longer skill animation of the 5th skill, I think that will actually make her a little bit stronger, and most likely that's what that could push her to be in World Boss Ultimate Stage 40, in my opinion, and make her better for Alliance Battle Extreme Female Combat 2. But she does not have that, and I think that's what is hurting her. Skill animation are short, which makes it very, very difficult to get the pros on the skill you want to with a damage pros. So guys, that's pretty much my review on Crescent. Not a bad characters, but mostly focused on being a leader. So tier 1 is all you need with her, to be honest, to go somewhere with her. With that said, guys, the next part of the video is pretty simple. We're gonna go show some gameplay of World Boss Ultimate story mode to play in the 3 different timeline battle against 3 Alliance member team. And that's pretty much it, guys. So don't forget to hit the sub button if you enjoy the content, like the video, it always help the channel. And guys, hopefully I get to see you in the next video.
I try to hide my feelings inside. I step aside, outside. Wonder where you've been, out there with your friends. Your cell phone all night long. push me any further to the edge, to the edge. Just come into the wildlands of